Ireland squad, folks, for November is out. Fair few doubts about some of these guys. A lot of guys with some kind of injury cloud over them, despite the fact that they are named. But we'll go through all these guys, which guys are maybe a little bit in doubt, where Ireland looking pretty strong, and are there any areas of concern. You guys can let us know your thoughts, plus the fixtures as well. If you want British and Irish Lions gear on special, last time I checked, down in the description. So check out the British and Irish Lions store, man. That gear never goes kind of out of fashion, does it? The Ireland squad, as I mentioned, has a few guys under injury clouds, but I mean, there's a few guys who are just not selected, the likes of Ronan Keller, Keith Earls, Andrew Conway, Ian Henderson. Who's James? Bundy Aki, suspended for the majority of the tour, so not chosen. Will Connors is another one. So, yeah, there's a bunch of guys who have not made the squad at all. And of the guys included, multiple guys are under a little bit of an injury cloud. I mean, the hooker and propping stocks, I think, are looking fine. I'm chuffed for Jeremy Loughman to get his chance to get his first Ireland cap. He has played for that, and multiple guys have played for that Irish 15 that played down here in NZ. So we have seen him in green before, just not officially getting a test cap yet. But I mean, the rest of the propping stocks are there's a lot of 50-plus cap guys here. I mean, Tom O'Toole's probably the least experienced of them with only 3. And then the Ireland A squad's also got the likes of Marty Moore and Dave Kilcoyne in there as well. So I think front row stocks, I mean, minus the fact that Ronan Keller is absent, are looking pretty tidy. It's the locks where you've got a few guys who have seemingly niggling injuries. Ryan Baird, James Ryan, Kieran Treadwell, and Tyke Byrne all have some kind of injury cloud on them. And Joe McCarthy's your uncapped guy, although another one who played for that Irish 15 in the past. So 21 years old, 6'6", big unit. Pleased for him. And if some of these other guys are not 100% fit, may be called upon sooner rather than later. Omani is still there in the Lucy's, but Jack Conan's one with an injury cloud. Likewise, Josh van der Fleer, I think, picked up an injury in his last game for Leinster. Prendergast, another uncapped guy, but as I said, we've seen him in green before. And Gavin Coombs, I do hope to see him get a bit of game time. He's only had 2 caps, but for Munster, the guy's a proper unit. And there's not many guys who are more physical and harder to stop from kind of close range. So, yeah, kind of pretty steady as she goes. I mean, Caelan Doris is to be expected. Oh, Nick Timoney is another one who I hope to get some game time. He's another one who's only had 2 caps to his name, but proper performer. For the backs, there's a few injury clouds. I mean, Gibson Park's in, but he's not had any minutes thus far. The same is true with Hugo Keenan. Craig Casey, I think, has also got a slight injury cloud. And Calvin Nash gets his call up. He's uncapped. I think he went on the Emerging Ireland tour, but maybe rolled his ankle the other day. So still a bit of a doubt about him, but he is still in the squad. It's a real mix as well, because without Earls and whatnot, you miss some of those proper experienced guys. You've got Mac Hansen, 6 caps, Balakoon, 2 caps. I mean, these guys are class. Michael Lowry with that 1 cap, and Hugo Keenan not having any game time. May see him get his 2nd cap sooner rather than later. Jimmy O'Brien's another one who's uncapped. But, we've seen what he can do when he's playing for Leinster. So, yeah, I think you are pretty stocked for outside backs. I mean, good to see Jacob Stockdale back. He's been kind of multiple positions, hasn't he? He's back on the left wing this season for Ulster. But we've seen him play a lot of fullback. So, yeah, maybe he'll get the nod ahead if Keenan isn't fit, because Keenan's really had a lock on that 15 jersey for Ireland. I think more than any other international player that I've seen just playing regular minutes week in, week out. I mean, Stockdale, Keenan hardly even gets subbed. So, he's been a real fixture. One area that's looking a little bit light is maybe the midfield, with only 3 guys chosen. Henshaw, Ringrose to be expected. And then I'm pleased for McCloskey to get some game time. But, yeah, with no Aki, it's just the 3 guys. So, I mean, you got James Hume in the Ireland A side, who I guess can get called up in a pinch. But, yeah, it just seems slightly light, although I guess Frawley can play in the midfield as well, can't he? He's one of your uncapped guys who's in the squad as well. Again, we've seen him play for the Irish 15. But, Sexton's captain, Carberry's there. But, yeah, Frawley is your, I think, a Downton Abbey. Mr. Crawley, isn't it? God, that's a long time ago. But, yeah, he's there, and hopefully he gets some game time too. So, yeah, for the most part, I think it's to be expected. There's not really I mean, there's a few bolters in terms of like uncapped guys, but all of these guys, we've either seen them for an Irish 15 or we've seen them for emerging Ireland. So they're kind of building up that level. It's not like an immediate jump from the URC into test level. There's been a bit of bridging for some of these guys. For the Ireland A side, you got Barron, who's there as your kind of hooker. Salanoa is one guy there's been a little bit of talk about because I think he's American, right? But he's been in Ireland for quite some time. I don't think this Ireland A team is going to be officially handing out caps, which captures the player, because the New Zealand side they're playing has said that they're not going to be like an official second team kind of thing. So I don't think it's going to be an official game in that regard. So this won't capture Salanoa if he plays for Ireland. He will still be eligible for the US technically, but it looks like, he's got Ireland as his kind of preferred nation of choice. Can't blame him in that regard. Seems like he's done most of his development in Ireland, and in terms of playing for a higher ranked team, you couldn't blame him for choosing Ireland. But a couple of experienced guys. Moran Kilcoyne, Tom Ahern is there. I mean, he's 6'9" and he's a big unit as well. Max Deegan, I think he's had a bit of trouble with injuries, hasn't he? But Scott Penny, Caelan Blade, Jack Crowley, James Hume, Jamie Osborne, and then Shane Daly. So a few cap guys, a few really cap guys, and then a few uncapped guys. So a proper mix. Nathan Doak, I feel like is a little bit unlucky not to make either of these sides. John Cooney seems to be well and truly on the outer. People have been saying he's eligible for Scotland as well, so that would be kind of interesting, but I think Scotland's doing all right for halfbacks as well. So anyway, South Africa, Fiji, and the Wallabies await Ireland. I think Ireland, surely with their position in the world, have to be targeting 3 from 3. And then there's the All Blacks 15 game as well, which in terms of like rankings and whatnot isn't as important, but it's certainly a good test of both sides' depth. So that's one thing that Andy Farrell seems to have been organising pretty well. As I mentioned, all the new faces don't seem that new because we have seen them playing for Ireland one way or the other. But it's going to be really different experiences seeing South Africa, then Fiji, like two teams which are pretty much diametrically opposed to each other in terms of the way they play. And then the Wallabies, who've been playing a lot of running rugby as well in the Rugby Championship. So, really interesting time, folks. You guys let us know how you think the Ireland squad is looking. Hopefully most of these guys are fit and available come November 5th when South Africa are in town. And you guys let us know what the expectations are. Anybody else who you think is kind of a bit unlucky not to be selected? And anybody who's maybe lucky to be in the squad. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.